Time for some unlearning, things I was told as a kid that turned out not to be true. Number 1, don't pee on jellyfish stings. Turns out it can actually make things worse. Physically, obviously it makes things worse emotionally. The stingers from jellyfish tentacles release a very painful toxin, but it can be deactivated by rinsing with salt water, or it can be made much more painful by rinsing with fresh water. And pee could go either way, so you're playing Russian roulette with that pee shooter. But regardless of whether or not it could work in some situations, if you need salt water for a project and you're standing by the sea, but the only place you can think of to get it is your kidneys, you deserve to be covered in pee. Number 2, Ring Around the Rosie has nothing to do with the plague. I love a dark origin story. Unfortunately, this one doesn't seem to be true. For one, there's lots of different versions of this rhyme. For example, in a lot of the rhymes, it ends with all of the kids get back up again, so it's less bubonic plague and more zombie plague, I guess. Also, the rhyme didn't really show up in English until the 1880s. I just love the idea that people were like, we need to roll out a new game. You know what kids are really into? Plagues from 500 years ago. And number 3, Romans didn't vomit in the middle of feasts so that they could eat more. This is another one that seems like it should have been obvious because throwing up sucks. There was a very real space called a vomitorium, but it wasn't an upchuck room. It was a place to exit a theater. So you didn't vomit in the room vomited you out onto the street. This myth comes from people not understanding a metaphor, which basically means that all of history about the vomitorium is like the comment section under a funny post on Facebook. And if you're the kind of person who comments on jokes that you didn't understand, you deserve to be covered in pee.